Howdy howdy folks, it is Quinny back at you with another video. Hope y'all are all having a great day, cause I sure am. I think it's time to talk about my crew, the Harlots. My family away from my family. We do a lot of dirt in the streets, obviously, but we're not that we're not the average type of gang, the ones that terrorize their community. We're not like that at all. We pretty much give back to our community. You know, we feed the homeless, we, donate to charities, donate to a lot of the community, to a lot of the community programs that go on in our community. Like, we pretty much do what we do for the betterment of where we're from. So a lot of the kids don't have to grow up like we did. But that doesn't help that we are a bunch of badasses, though. I'll be talking mostly about the main members of the group and the only affiliate we have, which I won't really talk about much because that affiliate will get their own video. And I'm pretty sure if you watched my previous videos, you should know who I'm talking about. But anyway, let's get into it. Well, let me start with one of my day ones. One of the people that I got it out the mud with, DeMonte. He was someone I met in the neighborhood when I was a kid. Remember in the first video when I said, when I was a kid, I used to fight a lot. I used to get in a lot of scuffles and fights. Well, DeMonte was one of those kids I used to get in a fight with. He was extremely tough. He was pretty much, me and him had that equal amount of toughness to where we would just go crazy. He would just and he was a funny person too. Every time we would fight, he would take jabs at me, make jokes, and I would do the same back at him. But I remember there was this one time where I was, fighting in the neighborhood, and I got into a scenario where I was being jumped. It was like four four people against one. It was four against one. And I was getting heavily beaten. Well, DeMonte pretty much helped me. This was the first time someone actually helped me. And we ended up pretty much just, fighting away the crowd. My skill plus his skill, pretty much we ended up just beating everybody. And it was probably one of the most adrenaline rushing things ever. Like we after that day, we just became the closest. Me and him are still friends to this day, obviously, since he's a member of the Harlots. But bro was one of the coolest people ever. After that fight, we walked over to the sushi shop and grabbed something to eat, and we just talked the whole night. And after that, we actually started hanging out with each other regularly when I had time to. He was also one of the people that would roll with me when we started, robbing people and stuff. It was me, him, and another friend who I'm gonna mention later, or actually next. And we would, do our thing where we would go and rob people and stuff like that. I remember there was this one time where we were out doing our usual, and apparently we weren't really that sneaky. There was the cops pretty much caught us, and we ran. He pretty much drew the cops away while we got away with everything we got. I mean, he did get caught and he was held into that police station, but he got out the next morning. pretty much. Didn't say anything, didn't snitch. He is someone that I would carry on every job. He's also one of the most reliable people I know. Uh, let's just say this though. He thinks I'm oblivious to knowing this, but like, I know for a fact that he has a huge crush on Lydia. Like, every time she's around, he gets flustered, and like, it's really hilarious to see that. And he gets giddy whenever she talks to him, and it's just probably one of the. It's funny and it's also sad. Like, I genuinely told him to give it up because number one, she's not interested in you, and I'm just gonna say this right now. If you are not a bag of money or a stack of money, or if you're not a cat named Typhon, who I've been meaning to talk about like all for a while now, but I will leave that to the Lydia video. She's not gonna be interested in you. You have the chance to bag anybody you want. So just give it a rest. But yeah, DeMonte, day one, just one of the most reliable and just one of the best people ever. Now, let's get into Gladys. She is a super reckless chick, man. Like, extremely reckless, loud, brash, but she is extremely loyal to the T. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, growing up, she used to be just like me and DeMonte, just pretty much fighting anybody she could. Like, let me tell you about this though. Like, she kicked so much ass. Like, this girl she was just a brawler to the teeth. Like, I never met her parents before, but I'm pretty sure they taught her how to fight. She got down with a lot of the boys in the neighborhood. She barely fought girls. Any pretty much no girls fought in our neighborhood. Gladys was like the only girl that was out there fighting, and like she was manhandling all of the boys. Like, it was insane how she would just ragdoll them. Like, she was knocking out motherfuckers like a pro boxer. Like, it was crazy. Like, she even beat up people that I wasn't able to beat up. And that's how insane she is, and that's how crazy strong she was. Uh I remember that she was the one that came up with the idea to like go do stick up jobs and like rob people and do break-ins and stuff back when I needed money to, help the family and such. Like, you can honestly say that she was the bad influence that got us deeper into the streets, but hey, she got us a lot of money, and we made a lot of money off of doing all of that stuff. Like, the like when we were on these jobs, she was extremely aggressive towards the victims of like our robberies. Like, she would hit them, she would curse at them, she would yell at them. Like, she was extremely vicious, man. Like, one of the most vicious people ever. I know I sound like I'm exaggerating, but no, this girl is like rabid. She's like one of the most rabid people ever. Like, the whole neighborhood was afraid of this girl. And not just our neighborhood, but hell, even the wolves in Gadberry know her. And they don't even want a part of her. That's how scary she was. If she says she's going to do something to you, 99.9% of the time, she will do it and she will get the job done. So let's just say I am happy she's on our side, and she recently just got out of jail. So like, let's just say that everybody better be on notice for Gladys. Now that we got the day ones out of the way, now we can talk about the members that joined a little later than usual. First, I want to talk about my boy Sam. Super chill guy, like laid back, nonchalant, a stoner, sort of kind of a car guy since he's kind of the only one that has a car and a license. He just loves to smoke and vibe out pretty much. So I met Sam back when we were on a job. This was around the time where me and Lydia were doing dirt together in the streets. And I remember there was a job that we took from this guy that was from our hood. And he wanted us to raid a stash house. The contents of that stash house, I'm not going to get into here because, I mean, I'm just not going to get into it. But we took the job, and that night we went there. Pretty much, we thought the place was empty. So we took our duffel bags and we pretty much grabbed everything we could. And right when we were almost finished, we heard a door open. So we pretty much didn't really think of it because if someone was there, we wouldn't really we wouldn't really we wouldn't really be worried about it. But I remember just turning around and seeing Sam like just looking at us. Like bro was kind of half naked too, and like he ran back into his room and locked the door. Lydia pretty much said that she was going to go after him. She kicked the door down pretty much, and we saw him hiding with another person that was also there. I don't know if he was like there because of like him being a member of the gang he was a part of, because at the time Sam was a part of another gang, like a gang of dealers that ran through Angels Park. But like I don't think the person that was with Sam was a part of the gang. I think it was kind of a hookup or something because they were both half naked, and having a hookup at a trap house is wild if you ask me. But anyway, back to the story. Like he pretty much like was extremely scared because let's just say the gang really didn't like him, and if he screwed this up, his gang was most likely gonna stomp him out. So we offered to let him come with us. Let's just say he pretty much just he accepted it with no question. I think he left his hookup. Like he left his hookup partner in there though. Don't know whatever happened to him. But we all just escaped the house. He came with us, and he did help us with a lot of stuff. He was our getaway driver. Like I said, he is into cars, even though he drives a Clio Williams, which is a let's just say it's a shit box. It's a shit box, but he likes it. But anyway, like after that, he moved to another neighborhood because it because like he just didn't want to be around Angels Park since the gang still had a presence in Angels Park, and he didn't want to be around to face their wrath after they found out what we did to their stash house. But he did join the Harlots, which I'm happy he did. He is one of the only like Harless members that doesn't live in Angels Park. He lives in a cozy neighborhood called Berdan. It's a mixed species neighborhood, I've actually been to his place. He actually lives with a family of Dobermans though, which is actually kind of which is actually crazy. But I did ask him about it. He said that one of them is a friend of his from way back, and he was allowed to crash there. But his sister and younger brother kind of popped up like without really any notice, but he kind of accepted them in as well. Bro is a real, I guess, bro is just he loves being he loves being helpful. I guess he's not really a fighter though. He's more of a and the thing about it is Sam's not really a fighter. He's more of a logistics man. He like helps us plan. He's our getaway driver, and also on the side he does he does sell a bit of a he does sell a little bit of that green to make some money on the side. But yeah, he's still an awesome person, obviously, just like everybody else. Now, let's talk about Willow. Willow is a very mysterious person. Like, she is really quiet, but she has just this menacing presence to her. She joined like not too long ago, probably a couple of months ago, maybe 6 or 7 months ago. Uh, I don't really know too much about her past or anything like that because she never really opened up about it. She did say that she was from the Wendigo region and she did a lot of gruesome things while she was over there. That's all she really admitted to. I'm not gonna get into it because, like I said, I don't know what she means by that because she speaks so vaguely about it. But what I do know is that she was a affiliate of the Demon Clan, and I'll tell you late. I'll tell you in a minute how I figured that out. But she also told me that she briefly dated my ex-boyfriend Alexander, which very much surprised me. They didn't date for very long though. She said they only dated for like 2.5, maybe 3 months before Alexander cheated on her with a Amy Rose. So take that take that with a I don't know what to say about that. Like, it's kind of wild when you think about it. But anyway, she used to work for Amy. She used to be in her inner circle. And then a lot of things happened. Like, a lot of things happened. She didn't explain what happened, but she ended up getting beaten and shot by Amy and her accomplices. So after that, she pretty much got dumped on the side of the road and just left there to die. Well, anyway, me and DeMonte were driving from a location. It was dark and it was raining. It was pouring down. And I remember we noticed a body like, just laying down on the side of the road. We turned her over and it was Willow. She was clinging to life, severely beaten with a gunshot wound. So we took her to the hospital. They managed to help her and she survived that night, which I'm very grateful for. Like, I'm happy that she survived that night. Like, after that, she pretty much wanted to join us as, I guess you could say, payback, or not payback, but as, I guess you could say, she wanted to join us as a token of her appreciation for, helping her survive. So yeah, we gladly accepted her. She's not really a party girl. Like I said, she stays to herself. She always has this terrifying makeup on, which just adds to the mysterious like nature of her. And she's just like I said, she's really scary. Like she pretty much is a master interrogator, and she does a lot of let's just say she does a lot of torture, and she is a professional at that. I'm guessing that's something she learned from Wendigo. But Jesus Christ, like let's just say she knows how to get information out of people, and it helps us a lot. Now we get to the last and the newest member of the Harlots. His name is Killian. He's the youngest member. He's only 19 years old. Let me just say this. Killian is a fighter. And I'm not talking about just throwing fists in the streets. This man moves like an action movie star. This man moves like a kung fu specialist. The way he fights, like I have never seen before. Actually, that's a lie. The only person I've ever seen that fought harder than he did, or equally as hard, is Lydia. This man is in. He is. Words cannot describe how lethal this man is with his fists and feet. Like he's just insane. Like I remember walking in Angels Park and seeing him just take out a whole gang of guys by himself. Like this man was unstoppable. Like one of the like I said, words cannot describe how insane this man was. I basically walked up to him and I asked him, I was like, "Yo, you have so much skill. We could use that in the Harlots." He pretty much said no. He said that in a more rude way, but I'm just saying it how he said it in the most nicest way because he just pretty much said no. He wasn't interested, and he walked off. Well, later that night, I was we were it was who was it? It was me, Demonte, and Sam. We were driving in the Gadberry neighborhood because we were looking for potential spots to salvage. And we noticed that it was a familiar body laying in the middle of the street. He was unconscious. Like it was we noticed that it was Killian. He was unconscious in the streets. Uh no clothes on for reasons unknown. He never told me why he was in the streets with no clothes on. But we pretty much picked him up, and when he woke up, he he just pretty much told us what happened. He pretty much told us what happened. He still didn't tell us why he was naked, but he told us what happened. So I assume that they said that the gang that he beat up earlier pretty much came over, beat him up, stripped him naked, and then just threw him in the middle of enemy territory. But anyway, he wanted to get his get back. So we pretty much followed him to their hideout. And let me tell you something. This kid is like this guy is crazy, right? Like what I saw when I first saw him fighting all those guys, it paled and compared to how he was then, or how he was like at that time. Like he was a beast. let's just say he pretty much knocked out all the guys, but for the leader of that little clique he had, oh nah, he fatality'd him. Let me just say that he fatality'd him because apparently, like when they beat up Killian, they stole they stole a Bowie knife that he had. Don't know what the value what its value was to him, like because I'm pretty sure that Bowie knife is sentimental to him. He pretty much like was going mainly back to retrieve that knife, and let's just say he got that knife and he used that knife, and he used that knife in ways that I would never imagine someone using a knife. Just nightmare fuel. But anyway, after after the deed was done, he pretty much said, "Whatever, I'll join your gang." So we have a lethal martial artist in our ranks now, and he's actually not a bad person. He's actually pretty cool. He's pretty cute too. Like, like, in all honesty, I could see him being the leader of the Harlots in the future if the Harlots make it to another generation. You know, he's 19, almost 20 years old. I promise. Like, he's got a lot of potential. Well, those are pretty much the main members of the Harlots. I mean, I could talk about the people that are loosely affiliated with the Harlots, like Lydia, but Lydia, like I said, Lydia's going to get her own video. And then there's also Lucas, who like hires us like on occasion to do stuff for him and the Cuddle Castle, which I'll also talk about in a separate video that I am probably going to do on the Golden Triangle. And I also plan on doing a video on my relationship with Lucas since me and him are really close as well. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think the next video is definitely going to be the one on Lydia because that's a video that's going to very much be it's going to be a fun one to make. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. If you like what I'm doing here, please like and sub. It always drives me to do more of these. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and as always, stay pretty, my harlots.